When you ask yourself what you want out of life, do you ever think, I just want to be happy? Well, gaining or regaining happiness is an intentional act, and it's a good thing to avoid some pitfalls that happy people have learned to eliminate from their lives. Here with some advice and examples of those pitfalls, Eric Rittmeyer back with us. Good morning, Eric. How are you?
Todd, good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So mentally tough people, that's what you do. That's who you train. But there are some things, there's always the to-do list. These are the not to-do list, things they never do, and they stay happy. What's number one?
They don't make assumptions. We all know the old phrase, which I can't say on live television, but you know what it makes out of you and me when we assume. We don't make assumptions. The issue is our brains are hardwired. We have what's called pattern recognition and emotional tagging. That's our brain's way of recognizing a pattern, tying an emotion to it. We use that in quick decision making, but the problem is sometimes we can make assumptions based on false information that might not be applicable to our current scenario. That can be a problem.
Yeah, because then that emotion comes out and it wasn't even applicable to what the assumption thought it was supposed to be. I get it. So don't assume things, try and stay in the moment. What about gossip?
Gossip's horrible. It does absolutely nothing. All it does is just degrade our own character and ruin the reputation of other people that we don't even know. It's just a bad thing to take advantage of someone's downtime or when they're going through a difficult time. Gossiping doesn't serve any purpose. It makes other people look bad, and it really makes us look bad too. People view us as like, okay, if they're talking about other people that way, are they going to talk about me that way? We should stop gossiping.
Totally agree. But first, let me tell you what Leanne did yesterday. No, I won't do that. Hey, all right. A lot of people who are unhappy seem to feel sorry for themselves. Like they're unhappy and then they feel sorry that they're unhappy. So they kind of have that, I don't know, it's a wheel, a cycle that keeps on trucking down lower and lower.
It's the pity party. Feeling sorry for ourselves is a very natural emotion, and it's okay. It's great to go through that. The issue is we have to get out of the gutter. We got to get back up on our toes. We have to get ourselves back to a level-headed mind as soon as we can. Feeling upset for ourselves, getting angry, being upset is okay. It's not spending a lot of time there. That's the key.
Yeah, you don't want to live there, that's for sure. And another thing that people tend to hold on to, besides the feeling sorry for themselves, are grudges. Oh, this is a big one.
Grudges are a huge one. Did I tell you what Leanne did to me, as a matter of fact? Grudges are a huge one. Here's the issue with grudges, Todd. It does us absolutely no good to hold on to past anger, to past hate. All it does is poison ourselves. The quicker we can get over whatever it was that upset us, the quicker we can heal. It does no good to just stir and go through and rehash through things. Deal with it, get over it, move on.
Wallowing in that pain, something that Americans, I'm sure, are really famous for. I think Phil Collins actually made that quote once. So this is what you do, right? You're mentally tough, you're a life experience coach, you're a trainer. Talk about how you help people and about this new ebook that you have for our viewers.
Yeah, it's all about emotional control, Todd, and that's the issue with mental toughness. When people hear it, they think of push-ups and jumping jacks. It's all about emotional control. As a nation, we're just living in this fabricated hate right now. We're automatically assuming the worst intentions of our neighbors. We have a lack of emotional intelligence in our country. Our kids aren't being taught it. Think about it. You probably weren't taught anything about emotional intelligence through school. You memorize, you regurgitate. But the problem is we don't teach people basic emotional intelligence skills. We don't teach them how to accept an opposing point of view, which is what we're seeing right now. People don't know how to react to somebody they disagree with other than yelling and being angry.
Boy, oh boy, if you're on Facebook or Twitter, isn't that the truth? Hearing about how if you can't agree with somebody, it automatically turns to anger. So it doesn't have to be that way, and it's really not good for you. It's not going to make you happy. Eric Rittmeyer, he's a mental toughness speaker. That's what he does, as his website says, mentaltoughnessspeaker.com. That's where you can go to follow more of his information or follow him on Facebook and Instagram. Eric, once again, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Todd, you're the man. Good seeing you, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.